Let's get straight to the point. A document went viral claiming that Saudi Aramco is working with a company called White Network to launch something called Rock Oil Tokenization on the XRP Ledger. It even included what looked like an official signature from a Saudi government figure. But here's the reality. It's fake. Completely fake. The name on the document, Sheikh Abdullah bin Khalid Al-Falih, does not exist in any official Saudi capacity. It looks similar to Khalid bin Abdulaziz Al-Falih, who is Saudi Arabia's Minister of Investment and formerly the Minister of Energy. But that doesn't make the document any more credible. In fact, the signature used on the document, it was actually identified as belonging to Mahtab Keramati, an Iranian actress, not a government official, not a blockchain executive, an actress. That alone makes the document fall apart immediately. So what's really going on here? In short, this is a clear example of misinformation being pushed to ride the wave of excitement happening around the XRP ecosystem. And to be fair, that excitement is very real, just not for this fake oil tokenization story. Let's break it down a little further. First, Saudi Aramco, the state-owned oil giant, has made no announcements about entering blockchain-based oil tokenization. They've said nothing about XRP or the XRP Ledger, and there are no signs that they're planning anything in that direction. Their recent focus has stayed on traditional energy investments and bond sales. Yes, they did team up with Japan's SBI Group, a known Ripple partner, but that partnership was about digital asset investments broadly, not XRP or tokenized oil. Second, White Rock, the company mentioned in the forged document, is active on the XRP Ledger. In March 2025, they launched a platform that allows institutions to trade tokenized assets like stocks and bonds on-chain. And it's actually a legitimate operation. They're managing over $71 million in assets and settling trades within seconds on XRPL. But again, there's zero mention of oil. White Rock has not confirmed any connection to Saudi Aramco or any oil-related project. And they've made no public comment supporting the document's claim. Which, to be honest, they shouldn't have to, because the entire story was built on fake names and a forged signature. Now, even though this rumor turned out to be a hoax, there are a few real developments around the XRP Ledger that are worth noting, and they might explain why someone would try to sneak in a fake story like this in the first place. For example, the Dubai Land Department recently selected the XRP Ledger to help with a new real estate tokenization project. That's an actual use case, involving a major government agency in a country known for being forward-thinking with blockchain. Another big move, Vivo Power, a Nasdaq-listed company, raised $121 million in a private deal to create an XRP reserve. That deal reportedly had backing from Saudi prince. Again, not Aramco, but still Saudi-linked interest in XRP. And there's more. Weebus, a Chinese AI mobility firm, is planning to raise $300 million for its own XRP reserve. These are real numbers, real investments, real companies. But despite all this, the price of XRP hasn't shown significant movement. Which brings us to a bigger point. There's a growing gap between real-world developments in the XRP ecosystem and how the market is reacting. And maybe that's why false stories like the Aramco rumor gain traction. People are hungry for something big, something that will push XRP's price up. But chasing false headlines is not the answer. So, to wrap it up, no, Saudi Aramco is not tokenizing oil on the XRP Ledger. The document is fake. The signature is from an actress. And no official body has confirmed anything about such a project. But that doesn't mean nothing is happening in the XRP world. In fact, there's a lot going on, real, verified progress that could shape the future of finance. The key is to focus on facts, not fakes. Thanks for watching. Stay curious, stay critical, and always double-check your sources.